Starting. And here we are. We are live, and no, JP is not sitting in the chair, but you did hear Wendy babbling, so I'm sure. So here we are, folks. We're here to watch AEW live, and JP can take over now.
I am not feeling the hottest right now. I don't know what the fuck's going on. All of a sudden I got home and I just felt like, ugh, like crap. It felt like I did at this time last year. Like I had fucking food poisoning at this time last year.
Mm-hmm. Not fun.
No. So feeling a little weird right now. So bear with me, everybody. All right. So we did say we weren't going to do NXT, and I was very adamant about it. But Basement, the last minute change. He is here. He wanted to jump on and watch the show, but he can only watch AEW live. So we're gonna watch AEW instead of NXT. Please go check out it. I'm recording NXT, so I'm probably gonna watch it after we're done here because I want to see. I think NXT is gonna be the better card in my
Yeah.
I there is nothing right now that's streaming AEW is gonna capture my live view, if that makes sense. I can record it. I can honestly record either show and I'll be happy. But I think that NXT grabs my attention more than AEW does. And I seen people out there saying, well, I already know what's going to happen between they aren't gonna do anything great. We already know what's gonna happen. But do you really? This is NXT we're talking about here. This isn't your normal everyday WWE main roster show. They're going to actually swerve you. Somebody is losing their title tonight. I don't know which one. Which one would it hurt more if they lost the title tonight? Instead of, and I honestly think Shayna Baszler, it would hurt Shayna Baszler more if she lost the title tonight. It would hurt the women's division more than it would if Adam Cole was to lose the title. Sorry, Ronnie. I think Adam Cole will
not make my Christmas merry if he loses.
Well, if he loses, he loses. But you got to remember, it's all for story. It's all for storyline.
Yeah, I pulled up the AEW card. The main event's going to be Lucha Bros. Or no, not Lucha Bros. The Young Bucks and SCU in the main event for the tag team.
And I don't care.
Going to start out with Lucha Bros versus Kenny Omega and Adam Page, which is going to be commercial free. Awesome Kong against a to-be-determined opponent. Got Cody Rhodes, Darby Allin against Butcher Blade and the Bunny. Chris Statlander versus Britt Baker and a number one contenders for Rio's title on January 1st.
If Britt Baker gets the show
if she gets there, true. And then Chris Jericho and Jungle Boy in their 10-minute non-title match.
So, yeah, we'll see what's going to go on.
I saw Britt was delayed this morning, then she was trying to go Delta. So I don't know if she's made it.
She got delayed again.
Oh, okay. Because I was going to say, she said that more than likely she was going to lose by default if she didn't arrive on time.
Okay, so that was at like a little afternoon today. So, and I could care less if she loses by default because fuck Britt Baker. I really don't care. He's a dentist and she needs to stay a dentist. I'm not involved in her character at all. At all. So.
Well, they had her on Dark last night. She was against somebody named Machia. I've never heard of her.
Yeah.
And then Vicky Guerrero was on commentary last night for the Dark show.
I heard she had some quite interesting comments to say on commentary.
She did.
Who's that?
She was a little over the top.
What did she say?
There was a couple different comments. The one that I think really stood out, let me pull it back up here. I mean, she was kind of all over the place at first, but then she kind of got into a groove with Excalibur. And then, of course, Orange Cassidy was on Dark, too. And he did wrestle, so it wasn't like he just stood out there and did absolutely nothing. But it was about a minute and a half of him wrestling.
Oh, yeah? And what did I say in the chat? A minute
I know
and a
you
half.
said
I
chat.
don't care.
But, I mean, even just standing on the ring apron, the guy gets a heck of a ovation when they announce him standing there.
Don't know why the guy gets fucking popped like he does. I don't understand what. And if it's fucking teenager childish bullshit, that's the only reason he's getting over. That's it. That's what the 18 to 34 demographic wants. That's what they pop for. They are fucking idiots. That is not wrestling. The guy taps somebody on the fucking leg. I don't understand.
It's somebody just as lazy as they are.
Oh, yeah, that's probably why they like it. Speaking of the bear, because I feel like a bear right now.
There he is.
Basement is here. How's it going, man?
What's up, dog? Orange Cassidy is the best thing ever created. I don't know why he would besmirch his name in my presence. He can also become a couch. Fun fact.
He probably could become a couch. The couch actually gets more action, or does more action. I just don't care for Orange Cassidy. I said last night, somebody on Twitter last night, this guy I don't know what he said about Orange Cassidy, but people were like, the Orange Cassidy thing is, oh my god.
I'm literally watching a show that's about how quickly you can chainsaw a log.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so I can't say anything until she puts her in. Go ahead and converse.
This is some good shit right here. Chainsaw versus log.
Okay.
Like, what the fuck is this garbage?
Okay, so back
For me, it's.
I think.
What are you watching?
There's something. The big green egg, whatever the fuck that is.
Oh, it's a grill.
I'm watching the ending of Painting Game.
But it's all about fucking
same
chopping
here.
wood. It doesn't make sense, but not really. Just this chainsaw versus chainsaw.
So somebody jumped on Twitter last night and he said something about Orange Cassidy, and they responded. People responded to him. Nobody besmirches or does whatever. Orange Cassidy, whatever. And I jumped on there and I said, all right, I'll fucking say, you can come at me. Fuck Orange Cassidy. Because fuck Orange Cassidy. I cannot stand the guy.
He's not for me, but teach their own.
I think it is. That is what he does. I think that's what it is. The 18 to 34-year-old demographic thinks that shit is wrestling.
He reminds me a bit of like Joey Ryan, where like some people love him and some people don't give a shit about him, and I don't give a shit about him. And with Orange Cassidy, it's like there's when do you get to the real deal? Because at this point in time, it's just the same thing night in, night out.
Mm-hmm.
Even with that, I mean, it was against Pac when he was in the ring, and you could just tell he was just standing there like, what the fuck is this shit? I mean, he went along with it and did the moveset with him where he just kicked at his legs. And
This is one of the stupidest competitions I've ever seen in my life. The fans look like they're watching Raw. The guy comes in afterwards with a leaf blower, and it's all in slow mo for some reason.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we will. I'm sorry. I feel like rancid shit. And
Oh
plus
shit! This
Wendy
is taking place here. Never mind. Sorry.
and Wendy's being a loudmouth asshole right now.
Okay, so what are we getting as the first match? Some tag team.
Lucha
Kenny
Brothers.
and Hangman against Lucha Bros.
Like,
Commercial free.
I don't know how I'm gonna feel about this.
Well,
I mean,
speculation is
corny,
where this is where Hangman's gonna jump ship completely and turn on Kenny.
And
the thing is, the storyline's not being told in the show, so it's not a storyline I care that much for. Just like a lot of the WWE Twitter storylines, I don't give a shit if it happens on Twitter. Half that shit that happens on Twitter doesn't even come across on the regular TV show. They pick and choose.
No interests. Wow.
This week on the Elite, Hangman had a interaction with Private Party, and you could kind of see like the heelish comments and stuff he was saying. So I mean, they are setting it up, and they've been setting it up with him separating from the Elite. So, but that's the speculation tonight. This is where he's gonna turn.
And Bobby, you're right. Yeah, no entrances. They just like
They're right into it.
can't waste time on that. We got commercials to get to.
yep.
But it's such a weird place. Like I would never have Hangman Page turn on the Elite in this match. You seem like you want to build up to it a little bit more in the ring and have him turn against someone. I don't know, not in a tag match for fuck's sakes, unless he's joining the Lucha Brothers.
Kenny Omega
Okay.
looks like he has spaghetti there.
Whenever Hangman Page's thing comes up, read it. It is fucking hilarious.
It already did.
What did it say?
What did it say?
It said make it say something like a happy holidays.
And I don't find my
No,
phone,
I didn't
but-
see what it said. Oh god, it's Aubrey.
Oh, for fuck's
Oh, of course.
You so ready? You so ready? Let's get it on.
I'll be right back. True.
Wait till the show starts. I'll be right back. The master
No, I didn't. I
timing.
dropped my phone.
No, I'm just fucking with you. I love you. And I hate you.
How can they chant?
I don't know. I can't hear shit.
Couldn't tell you.
I have this up at 3, 4, 5 volume. I can understand everything WWE is doing, and I'm sitting.
Oh, they're cheering Pentagon's thing.
Oh,
Zero
okay.
Mato.
But I can't hear it. I have it at 5, 4 or 5, where I can hear what they're saying on WWE. I can't hear anything they're saying at all. I mean, I am talking.
I know. I have to
can't hear
crank up my TV to 10, JP.
it. So they.
I
Still,
can hear the announcers,
I can't hear them. I can hear them, but I don't understand.
but I'm wearing
what they're
like surround sound headphones. Maybe that's.
That's why.
Kenny Omega. So Ronnie, what would you eat off of his ass?
Pretty much anything.
No,
I expect no less.
Seriously, Bobbit, who named the call that?
I'm gonna go with Bobbit.
I was going to say, who's the one that said, "Are you ready for the call?" It should be obvious.
Take Bobbit for 500, Alex.
don't ever say that again.
I don't even know what the fuck you said.
He said, "I'll
So
take
I'll never-
Bobbit for 500, Alex."
Alex is chock full of cancer right now.
He is. Hi, Wendy.
Have some sensitivity. I really don't give a shit.
Give a shit either.
I'll take chemo for 500, Alex.
Jeez.
Hi, Miss Wendy. Oh, no, banging your head. No stereo tonight.
All right. Well, don't keep the spoilers at a 0 there, Cody. Please.
Something is up. It's almost like he's turning heel in front of us. Yeah, man, come on.
The energy today.
Fuck this baby! Just one of those days, JP. One of those days.
It has really been one of those days.
It's been okay for me.
So these two are going to do this back and forth.
Oh my god, now he's taking off his little finger.
Yep.
Yeah, like, it is a thing that AEW would do. And they are doing it. So there's that. Ooh. Slapped his titties off.
Yeah, that's what they're doing.
Chopomania. JR. Why does he become like...
Let's do some cowboy shit. Okay, so, Gina, okay. What cowboy shit is he doing?
Yeah!
He ain't lassoing anybody. He ain't riding reverse cowgirl.
No, he's gonna be Brokeback Mountain Cowboys.
I think he might be.
Well, he's with Kenny Omega. So
What
Just
is
saying.
Kenny Omega's pants supposed to be anyway?
I don't know. I couldn't tell you.
Like, it looks like
You're turning into a toaster, man.
He's chopping the gay out of him.
Oh, it's like pray the gay away. Don't work.
pray the
apparently.
gay away.
No, man. I'm starting to look at Aubrey. Make me stop.
Right? She's like, he's rolling out. Get in the ring. Get in the ring.
Pentagon Jr. seriously looks like a bumblebee.
What the hell is going, JP? What the hell is going on? I wish I fucking knew. You have no internet about it?
No, I said fucking internet, because I was saying no because Gina asked a question.
Thought you just said Bart fucking internet.
All right.
Oh, look, his titty is red. What are his pants supposed to be? I'm sure there's
It
like an
look-
actual reference going on here.
It looks like Megatron, but it's not.
I wish they'd put a mic on Aubrey so I could hear all the stupid shit she says. Don't touch the
Right?
ropes. Can I suck your dick?
And we have Gina.
Hey, Gina, how's it going?
Austin said it's Metroid.
What's up, guys?
Not
What up,
much.
dog?
What up, homie?
Oh my god.
Pentagon Junior's gonna come and sting you.
What the
I hope
fuck
so.
is he-
Right between my cheeks.
What's up, Gina?
What's
What?
up, Babbitt?
What
I've
in
got
the
zero fear.
What in the actual fuck have you been smoking? That's what I want.
That cowboy shit.
Oh my god.
Pretty sure that's gay man's dick.
Okay, so on being the elite this week, I know that like JP and Basement don't watch it. So
Yeah.
they showed a clip where Hangman Page was just basically roaming around, just drunk out of his gorge.
I think
And
Ronnie
he was
I think Ronnie told us already. I'm not sure. I wasn't even paying attention.
I
'cause
didn't hear any of this yet.
Go
so-
ahead. Go ahead then.
he was basically just like roaming around drunk out of his gorge, and it was after last week with like when he pretty much stole the win from Kenny Omega, but he was saying that he won all by himself and stuff. So I have a feeling that's going to be kind of the angle that they're going to be taking with him, if that makes sense. Like he's just kind of
The
a drunk
lone
loner.
cowboy.
Yeah.
So he's a drunk.
He's rolling into town to fuck ass and suck dick.
I know.
He's gonna get behind you.
he gets behind you. I don't care how
Like
fucking big he is.
The whole bit was actually really funny because it was done with Private Party, and Private Party was like, "Whoa, man! Like, what the fuck?" They were like trying to get the shots away from him, and he kept on giving them shots that were empty.
I need to see this.
So the bit was pretty funny. I don't know how I like the
Him
like
being a-
stakes that they're taking with him, but
Okay.
it was a funny bit.
So
Oh,
far, it's
God.
been like at least the pace of the match has been good.
Yeah.
Well, I
Not reminding me of
like
fucking
the Lucha
TLC.
Brothers. I like Kenny
Having
Omega.
flashbacks.
I like the Lucha Brothers. What the fuck is he doing? I don't understand. He's like, I'm trying to get up, but I can't get up. You'll see in a second.
in this match that they can all go. I mean,
Yeah.
Hangman Page, he hasn't really shown much in AEW yet, but I mean, if you look back at his New Japan stuff, he can go.
Well, especially look, I'd say three. Even leaving Hangman Page out of it, the other three are fucking fantastic.
Yeah.
I agree.
Specifically, Kenny Omega and
But
Pentagon.
I think we talked about this last Friday or Saturday. We talked about
Oh,
Kenny Omega.
It's happening. It's happening. I'm coming. In my pants.
So anyway, so Saturday, I think we talked about this Saturday. How I
Join us.
personally think that Kenny Omega should be the face of the business of AEW. I'm sorry, he is the most solidified star. He's the most.
But you've
he's
seen
one
him
of the
promo,
most
man.
popular stars in the world today, and for him to, and I get it. I'm applauding him for trying to build other stars. But now is not the time for that. You have Chris Jericho, Cody Rhodes, and Kenny Omega. Build a storyline
The-
around them three, and then build your other stars in secondary roles. That's all I'm saying. That's where for me, they're missing the boat.
He needs
Well,
to
the
be
only-
treated like AJ is in WWE technically, because I don't want him to be the main guy just because of how he comes across on the mic. I think the right choice was Chris Jericho and Cody Rhodes first, But they're like at first they were kind of killing Kenny Omega, but now when I saw it, they were like 9-3 or something, and he's like second in the men's. The only thing is like the impact he might be having in the ring isn't like transcending that. Like I don't look at him as having a good run in AEW. Maybe
and I think Ronnie, I think that Ronnie can probably agree with me here. With like, if you guys watched Being the Elite, you would probably understand like what was going on with Kenny Omega a lot more. But I mean, I get you guys' points. But Kenny Omega, he's a great wrestler, but I agree with Basement where I think that they put the reins on the right people because Kenny Omega cannot do a promo to save his life. Like it always seems so fucking super fake and forced.
Give him a mouthpiece.
So Hangman Page joining the Dark Order? Are we all 100% with that right now?
I don't know.
They just flashed it on the screen.
Yeah,
but I don't think that.
I don't know, man. Maybe it's just.
I don't think it's Hangman Page is going to be like. He's the obvious choice, and I don't think that they're going to go.
And his storyline kind of makes sense to it, right? Isn't he like?
Yeah, but Kenny Omega would kind of make sense to it too.
Maybe they all joined the Dark Order.
Yeah, because the week before it was him and Michael Nakazawa that walked by the sign and was laughing to join the Dark Order. And then when they cut off, you didn't see whose hand reached for this little sticky.
Right.
And then the following week, it was the two that
tag team.
That tag team. And them you actually saw because they actually did the skit. And basically it's just, are you tired of losing? Mm-hmm. And we know Paige has had the issue with losing. We know Kenny has had the issue with losing. Nakazawa's had the issue with losing. So there's many different ones that they're kind of teasing. But with Paige kind of breaking away from doing the elite stuff with the guys and having the little promos backstage with the Young Bucks and Kenny Omega and stuff like that, they've teased this more than along with that join the Dark Order. So
if you think about it, like they need somebody that can speak that is going to be the face of the whole thing. Because like Kenny Omega could be there as like a side piece or something, but like they need someone to head that organization because the promo packages have been good, but the people involved are shit.
I think it's going to be somebody that we would have never seen coming.
I hope it's Orange Cassidy.
Oh my god!
You leave Orange Cassidy alone. I love that dude.
So join the Dark Order. I mean, if
Thank
you want.
God you didn't see what I put on Twitter.
I mean, if you want.
We all know somebody on this call who's joined the Dark Order.
You're an
we'll
idiot.
see the Dark Order and they'll all be in denim.
They promised you Asian women, didn't they?
Thank God you didn't see my post on Twitter about Orange Cassidy, Gina.
I tend to ignore any negativity that you throw at Orange Cassidy.
Well,
I love that.
Really, okay, so I talked about it already, so I'll tell you. So somebody attacked this guy because he said something bad about Orange Cassidy. And I jumped in there to his defense and said, all right, I'll say it. Fuck Orange Cassidy. Come at me. I'm sick of people. Look, I get it. And I said this. I don't know if you caught it. I get it. He is the demographic that the 18 to 34-year-olds want to see. But why?
I mean, I'm not going to shit on anybody that doesn't like him because everybody is entitled to like who they like and not like who they like. Mm-hmm. I like him personally. I think that he's funny. And we did, like I was talking with Ronnie in the chat last night, we did get to see a little bit of him actually wrestling on Dark last night.
But the thing is,
it was like a minute and a half.
Promos so existed forever. Like not that specific gimmicky promo, but WWE throughout the ages has always had this guy that his gimmick was way more than anything he ever did in ring, regardless of what he could do in ring. So I mean, it's not like it doesn't infuriate me that he exists. He's just another one of what I've seen before.
But the crazy thing about him is he can actually go like when.
But a lot of these people could go. Like Eugene could wrestle. Fucking
Yeah.
Disco Inferno could wrestle, but they were all just turned into what they are.
But look what happened. Like Eugene, if you mention the name Eugene today, people are still going to know who the hell you're talking about because Eugene was like an iconic piece of the ruthless aggression era.
It's like another role that exists in most wrestling companies that usually has to get filled one way or the other. Whether you like them or not, the fact that they're inevitable is not going to change.
No,
And I'm not a fan of him, but I don't absolutely hate every time I see him or anything like that. And what I think I don't have any expectations of him because I think I've already seen that character a million times do exactly what it's doing and what it's going to do until it dies.
Yeah,
I'd like personally like to see him evolve, but I don't think it's gonna happen.
but like Ronnie was saying, like, you know, with the Nakazawa thing, Ronnie, I'm pretty sure you've seen it too. Well, you had to because you were talking about it, but with the Nakazawa thing, I love what they're doing with him on Being the Elite because
with Sheeta.
with like the Kenny Omega thing where it's like, oh, you just got to keep on working out, and then he's with Sheeta.
Yeah, and she's got the heavier weights and that.
And he grabs the
like
ones that she had, and then she grabs the heavier ones, and it's just really funny.
okay.
You got to watch it in order to understand it.
Kind of like a slow burn,
The
just something that's kind of inevitable.
The match is
kind
over.
of. It's
Yeah,
not
hit the buckshot lariat on
I'm not saying anything.
Kenny. Oh my god!
He wrong dude, man.
He wrong dude.
Well,
He
that's
wrong
what he
dude
gets
on
for
the
doing
dude.
That's what he gets for doing that flip lariat.
What you
You
get
don't
for
know
doing that
anything.
cowboy shit?
There you go.
Oh God, he just stomped right on his nuggets.
Yeah,
Yeah,
10 piece.
They're like the Young Bucks. They have kind of the same move, except the Young Bucks do a pile driver like type deal.
Yeah, but he was
No,
supposed
he's
to stomp
bloody.
on his buns, and that went more towards the nuggets.
He bloodied his lip, and he's like, "I guess we should kiss now because we're losers."
I mean, Ray Phoenix and Pentagon Jr. are very impressive athletes.
Mm-hmm. And you've got these two white devils.
Oh, here we go.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, look. I just clotheslined you in the middle of the ring and got super kicked. I'm
And I
angry.
pissed at you.
Oh, okay. There we go. Do you remember?
What did he do?
He wanted his rubber match against Omega.
It's where they wear condoms and wrestle.
Kenny's like, hold on, back up, motherfucker. Why does Kenny look so red? Can I just comment that his haircut actually makes him look even more insane?
Yep. His haircut, he looks like he's got spaghetti for a head.
Yeah.
Okay,
I guess they're going to have gay locker room sex.
What is the significance of Nakazawa?
It's Kenny's best friend.
It's like, I could run through the back
together.
properly, but I'll go through the audience instead.
So here we go with these backstage segments where you can't hear anything. We're right back to this. This is another issue that I have. Oh, now they're beating the shit out of...
Well, now you're not going to hear anything because it's a commercial. Wake.
Wendy, what's the matter?
Go to Mom.
Where's my best friend?
You don't want to... I think I'd...
Out of my face.
You need to go to Mom. I think you do.
Then you need to go to the doctor.
I've had a flu shot. It's a flu.
Yes, because the closest way to get to Nakazawa is through
That's
the
what
audience.
I said.
Fuck, Kenny.
I must run through the crowd to get to him.
And then when I get through the curtain, I must slowly turn the corner.
Okay.
They're playing the
Okay,
long.
so
Well, they
Pop
have to play the long
kidnapped him?
game for everything. They've got fucking 4 pay-per-views.
Okay, so Pat killed that. Oh, I see. So Pat kidnapped Nakazawa.
Are you still
He
hungry?
Or
kidnapped
they went on a date
Nakazawa.
together.
He kidnapped.
Oh, is Paige gonna turn on him? Let's see.
I don't.
I'm behind you guys, so I don't know what happened.
Oh my god, he turned on him.
No,
Oh my god, shut up.
Oh my god, he didn't turn on him.
No.
Oh my god, what could be happening?
They're
I am
looking for
finally in the future.
Nakazawa.
Fiend got him.
I'm taking chef lessons tonight, okay? Shut up.
The 5'5" roided out midget. Took him.
Wendy.
Are you still hungry?
Yeah? Dada?
I don't know what him and Paige are doing. Oh, Christ.
They're looking for the
So-
greasy guy.
That's the
They're looking for Nakazawa.
Yeah, isn't he the greasy guy?
No, well, yeah, kind of.
Yeah,
He's the one with the baby oil.
Yeah, he's the baby oil guy.
I mean, that's a conversation I think that should never happen.
Why do I
Is he the greasy
think
guy?
that-
No, he's the baby owl guy. Oh,
I think that Paige
Such a
is leading
skater.
Kenny Omega to somewhere where he can attack him. I don't like this.
and when I skateboard, I do it in a full suit. God damn.
I've done
Buy
Kermit
my
with
new
a-
fragrance. Oh, the shit.
Are you still hungry?
Oh, yeah. And give her some ultimatum.
He is literally wearing a see-through dress shirt.
I absolutely love Paige is just like stalking behind Kenny Omega. But Kenny Omega's not looking in any rooms whatsoever. He's just walking the hallway while Paige is opening up the door.
Kenny Omega's like, I need to act like a
Wendy!
regular human? I don't understand.
Jesus Christ.
Darby Allin. This kid has something special. I mean, what he does in the ring is stupid at times, but he's still
He's got
He
that
has
see-through
some-
dress shirt, that's for sure.
he has the look, and he's not bad on the mic. He's good in the ring as long as he can rein in his fucking dangerousness.
He looks like a GQ model.
But I do have to say this. He's dangerous in the ring, but at least he's not dangerous to anybody but himself.
It's true.
Yeah, I do not. I mean, the coffin
You know
drop.
that-
I don't think should be a finisher regardless. But
Somebody, I can't remember who it was, but somebody on Twitter the other day told me that he actually went on record stating that he actually wants to die in the ring.
yeah,
It's the dumbest fucking thing I've ever heard.
keep on wrestling. You'll get there. Actually, just pull an Owen Hart.
There you go. Yeah.
He just flies in from 100 feet skateboarding with no parachute.
Jesus
That's the
Christ.
best coffin drop I've ever seen.
Oh, look,
Okay, so even though I know that Jungle Boy is going to lose this match, I'm still really looking forward to it.
I mean, it's
Oh,
non-title.
look, Basement
so you
Britt
never know.
Baker.
here comes
Oh,
the
she
dumb-
made it.
No, you-
That's not Britt Baker.
No, dude, she's in the past.
I'm taking chef lessons tonight, okay? So
She's learning. She's educating
Clever
herself.
girl.
I'm educating
The
myself.
School of Hard Knocks.
The school of chef school.
The Butcher reminds me of remember the movie Coraline?
Yes.
Yeah.
Jerks, like I also hated that movie. It tried to take my theater down.
No,
What are you
it's
doing?
not a bad movie. It's just boring.
I tried to watch that movie with Austin when he was little, and it terrified him. Like,
I
and we're
enjoyed it.
talking about a kid. We're talking about a kid that watched like Freddy Krueger and was fine, but borderline terrified him to the point where he was
Kind of
crying.
scary movie for kids.
I rented it when he was like 6, not knowing because it was a fucking cartoon. Like I didn't know. I rented it from a red box.
Hey, if you guys are lagging, if for some reason it said that I wasn't receiving enough, I think it's just a YouTube thing error. Whatever. So, we're good. Just throwing
It's
that out.
Darby. He is going to be a star in the business as long as he stays alive.
And like you guys, I wish he would stop. He'd pace himself. 'Cause
He's young, dumb, and full of cum.
Yeah.
He's going to end up retiring at the age of 29 or his body will start fusing together like Matt Hardy's.
I was going to,
Or he could be Jeff Hardy.
Another Matt and Jeff Hardy.
Yeah, combined.
Well, like I said,
It is
say
what
you
it
want
is.
about
It's not
the guy,
mine.
but
He can do whatever he wants.
at least he puts himself in danger and not other people.
Okay, so I have no say whether the guy paralyzes himself in the ring. He does what he wants to do. I'm going to enjoy it while I see it because I'm looking at the entertainment. But you are right. He does not endanger anybody else. But by endangering yourself at times, you endanger the entertainment value of the match. So there's a little bit of something there. Like if I went out there and wrestled and I just fucking brained myself in 10 seconds, the match would be over immediately, and that's not going to be good for anybody.
Perfect example of that, and it's not that she intentionally hurt herself or anything like that, but look at what happened in the TLC match with Kairi Sane. Yes, they went on with the match, and it was still. I mean, I'm not sure, but yeah, she got hurt, but they still went on with the match. But luckily, it happened later on in the match, so that
the match was amazing.
Well, the match was able to be saved because Asuka. It happened later in the match, and Asuka was able to pull it off. But if Asuka had to go like that whole match, pretty much, then I don't think it would have been over pretty quickly.
Sitting right now watching that match, I wanted a concussion.
I get you.
Well, and I'm telling you right now, like Becky was actually calling for the match to end when Kairi supposedly got hurt.
I mean, if they ended up putting on what they were going to put on, the thing is, I think they hit all the spots they wanted to, regardless. And it wasn't the sloppiness of the match that really took me out of it. Some of it was, but the spots were just like, "Oh, we're gonna tie her up like it's a fucking cartoon." It was just like I think I was past the point of watching TLC spots in this.
See, my problem was not only did we see another women's match finish the pay-per-view, which I have no problem with whatsoever. I think it's great, but we saw Charlotte and Becky, specifically Becky, be in another match to another finishing pay-per-view. That's the fourth one this year now. It's like, yeah, I would like to see some other women get an opportunity.
And the bottom line is Survivor Series, I think, should have ended with the men. And TLC probably should have ended with the women because there was nothing else really of worth.
But TLC made sense because it was a TLC match.
Yeah, it was. I mean, apparently Baron Corbin and Roman Reigns had a TLC match too, but
I mean, Survivor Series. I remember this was one of your biggest gripes, Basement, was that it didn't end with the Survivor Series match.
And the best match of the night was the men's Survivor Series match.
And Survivor Series, right?
And I wouldn't say the best match of the night in TLC for me. It was Aleister Black's match, but I'd still say that I would have ended it with the women, as opposed to Roman Reigns thing. I'd be more okay with that than Survivor Series ending the way it did. And it has nothing to do with the women or anything. It's just like TLC seemingly had nothing but shitty builds. It was like the epitome, the exact right pay-per-view to end the WWE year, because it kind of encapsulated how I feel about the main roster, because they don't give a fucking shit. Is all I'm gonna say.
I'm telling you right now, they could have used a case of meningitis. So,
well, here's the thing.
No matter what, they should be able to fucking do something with the roster they have, for Christ's sake.
True. So, Monday night, we watched Raw, and I tell me what you thought of Matt Hardy in that match.
I actually didn't watch Raw, but I heard that he got a huge pop.
I mean, he's always going to get a huge pop. It's just like Hogan gets a huge pop, but he moves around like his whole body is just fucking fused. It's like I no longer need to see Matt Hardy.
Well, and I'm telling you right now that when it comes to his re-signing, I do not think he is re-signing with WWE. The way that he has been going on Twitter and the things that he's been saying, I have a feeling he's going over to AEW. I just have a feeling.
He shouldn't be in WWE. He should have never signed with WWE, in my honest opinion.
And that is fine. But I don't want to see him wrestle anywhere else. I don't want to see him wrestle anymore.
I don't mind seeing his gimmick, but I hate seeing him.
If he goes back to the broken gimmick and he brings in Brother Nero, I could handle seeing like him, like those two versus the Young Bucks again. Just because the Young Bucks, like Matt from the Young Bucks, is pretty much fused together as well. So,
No. There's like semi-fusion, and then there's reaching total fusion. And Matt Hardy's ass
he
and
was
top
down
of
on
spine
the
are the
mat,
same thing.
and he was
Would
even
you
having
say-
trouble standing up, trying to get up from a move
It
on
was
the
bad.
mat.
oh
He's
wow.
always moved a bit weird, but now it's like to the point where I don't know, man. You've got like the middle of his body, and it's all just one fucking giant bone.
Mhm.
Well,
Right,
that's
it's like
like
he was
there's
trying
legs
to
and
get
arm.
onto his knees and try to get himself upright, all in like one motion.
He's like
You
a
know,
fucking turtle.
I think
He moves like a full-grown midget.
Yeah.
I personally think that he would be better off. Like, I understand that he's probably, sick of WWE at this point and stuff, and I can't say I blame him, but I think he would be better off in like a managerial role in AEW or even like a
Make
producer.
him broken and have him work with Kenny Omega as his mouthpiece.
That would be
But
great.
since Kenny Omega is going insane anyway.
Man, that would be
I don't
great.
see him leaving WWE. I think he'll end up being a producer.
Yeah, I think
I
the thing is like leaving
understand, like-
WWE now is kind of like you're not
But
going to
his
be in the
tweets-
ring much more.
You
so.
think?
His
But
tweets lately are like that, and not only that, but as far as I understand, WWE, they're not rehiring, they're not bringing Jeff Hardy back, from what I understand right now. So, in order for him to be with Jeff, he would have to leave WWE.
here's the thing. I don't know if you were paying attention on Twitter not that long ago, but Matt and Jeff Hardy and their wives were having a falling out.
Yeah.
So
That's the wives, and that's pretty much Rebby.
well,
Yeah, I think Matt
that
Hardy's
was a
problem
big
is
part of
like
that
how
was a big. She started the. That
Rebby?
means
Oh,
no,
that
Beth.
surprised me.
No,
Beth
Jeff
started
Beth,
the-
okay.
But that being said, Matt agrees with Rebby. He supports what his wife said.
Yeah.
So I don't know what the deal is with them two. I know they're brothers and they'll figure it out. But I think I think he could end up as a producer at NXT. I think he would fit in perfectly there.
I will
I
say
feel
this.
like I feel like
I
Jeff
don't-
Hardy's going to be dead in the next 5 years, man.
I don't know for a fact,
Like
but
sadly, I do,
have
man.
I have heard rumors that Jeff Hardy's wife has like substance and alcohol abuse problems just like he does.
Mhm.
I'm not going to go on record with that because I have no idea if it's true or not. It's just rumor mill. But if that's the case, then that would kind of explain a lot. Just like with his addictive attitude and how like he can never really seem to get clean. Like
Well, when his body stops allowing him to do things that like adrenaline would be triggered from, he dips back into like this fucking whatever alcohol or whatever he abuses, and eventually, I mean, now being 40 plus, he's like I just don't see it ending well for this dude.
no, and the guy he always needs that adrenaline rush from somewhere. If you guys remember, like, excuse me, like when he got fired from, I can't remember if it was WWE or TNA, but he got fired from one of them. I want to say it was TNA, and he started doing motocross right after that, and he ended up like breaking his, was it his back or his leg? I can't remember, by doing motocross. He constantly needs some source of adrenaline. And when he can't find it, like Basement said, he's going to the alcohol, to the drugs and stuff. And if he keeps that up, he ain't going to live.
No.
Well, he always seemed like that type of guy. Like the things we've said about Darby Allin are pretty much the same things we probably would have said about Jeff Hardy, because the guy was like always willing to put his body on the line, and he never really endangered anybody else, but he always endangered himself. But then you add that in with his multiple issues with substance abuse, and then with all this other fucking bullshit about him like doing other extreme shit when he's not in ring. It just seems like live fast, die hard, or live hard, die fast, or
Right.
whatever the fuck it is.
Yeah.
Yep.
Live hard, die hard.
Live hard, die hard.
Constant erection. He is a little fucking dude, though, Darby Allin.
It's only 170 pounds.
Yeah.
I'm surprised he's even 170. It's fast, though.
You know what? I know, completely out of the blue, but last night on Dark, Joey Janela was on commentary, and he was actually really good on commentary. I even said, I'm like, I think that they should just put him on commentary from now on.
He's gonna end up there.
No, you know what's sad is, and Ronnie, I don't know if you'll agree with me on this one because I know you watch Dark too, but the combination between Excalibur, Vicky Guerrero, and Joey Janela was 10 times better and more entertaining than it is when it's Excalibur, JR, and Tony Schiavone.
Yeah, I mean, she added to it. I couldn't figure out until you just said who it was with Joey Janela, but I mean, when they've had the guest ones on there, I mean, even Taz and Sean Spears, I think, meshed well with him. Nyla Rose, she was out the window. She was his best.
Nyla Rose was awful, but yeah, last night was probably the best commentary table that I've heard with the guest commentators. They were funny, they were quirky, they played off of each other. Excalibur at one point in time was like chuckling under his breath, saying,
Darby
Jesus
Allin
Christ.
Caught his feet on the fucking ropes.
Is it just me, or does the Butcher look like fucking Mr. Diabetes?
Well, he's a guitar player for some fucking band, I guess. I don't know.
I don't know.
He looks a lot like Wilfred Brimley.
God. Is that the Schmuckers guy?
His Diabetes.
Is that the Schmuckers guy?
Oh, probably, because he's got diabetes.
So we have typical WCW booking going on right now. And this is how WCW booked back in the day.
I mean, I like it.
I have no idea what's happening yet.
You like
Darby Allin almost fucking killed himself on the rope, though.
You like constant run-ins.
Yep.
How are you in the future, though? Who's running in? Oh, it's a manager, though. I can be okay with that.
But that's a constant thing.
WWE does the same thing. They have the
women
and stuff.
They do.
And
I'm just pointing it out. That's all I'm doing.
This one I'm okay. If it's someone like, if it's every match where someone in the back
wrestling.
runs in, it's like too much. Oh,
you mean like the first couple of shows that AEW did when it was like constantly either the Inner Circle or the Elite running out?
Or Survivor Series build?
Mm-hmm. Oh, God. I just seen what JP was talking about with Darby Allin getting tangled up on the ropes. I'm way behind.
That's what they said.
Whip him with your belt. Whip him. No, why are you throwing it in the crowd?
He always does.
I know, but I wanted him to whip him a couple of times beforehand.
God, I want an ice cream sandwich now.
He has got one hell of a knot on his head from that injury.
God.
Oh, Cody Rhodes?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a hell of a scar.
With him.
Yeah, the scar, but I mean, it is really knotted out.
Yeah. Kind of not good for his face.
Well, and they said
not
he was going to have it fixed during the holiday, but I guess him and Brandy are going away.
Yeah, they're supposed to be taking a holiday vacation.
Yeah, supposed to be taking some kind of a break because she was complaining. She was hoping she was going to be feeling better. She had, I guess, full-blown flu.
Apparently, her being sick was the main topic of discussion for Wrestle Talk or something like that.
Yeah.
Or PW Stream.
Guess how much I literally do not care about Brandy Rhodes at all.
The flu is running rampant, I guess, through AEW locker room because last week during the Young Bucks match, you know that whatever it was, ladders match or whatever it was, the Texas Street Fight. Like a half an hour before they were set to go on, I guess Nick started just puking his guts out and all. So he was actually really, really sick when they did that match.
Well, was it Britt Baker sick with the flu during the pay-per-view too?
I wish the flu would just take her.
Yeah.
The flu's going around, like influenza A is going around really bad here now. The school that my mom works with, like they're on the verge of having to shut down the school because they have so many kids out with the flu.
Well, when does winter break begin there?
Most of the kids get out this Friday. Like Bella gets out at 1 on Friday.
I'd say, well, if it's that close, I'd say just shut it down Thursday if it's gonna get worse.
Yeah, well,
Shut
luckily it hasn't hit Bella's school yet, but yeah, the one that my mom works at, I guess it's hit really hard.
Well, shit, might as well shut it down. You could always make it up, like, near the end of the year with an extra day. I mean, it's not gonna hurt them that bad.
We have a thing called digital days here, and they're basically in place for like snow days, so that they don't have to make up so many snow days at the end of the year. So why don't they just let them do a couple of digital days?
Exactly.
Digital days.
That way they can keep pace with everybody else. They don't miss out on any homework either.
Right. And well, my mom was really mad because she said that like they won't let them use, like the custodians can't use bleach. So like they're basically not killing anything because Lysol only kills so much. Bleach kills pretty much everything.
I want to buy this thing, man.
Randy.
The Huggle hoodie.
Huggle hoodie. What the fuck?
It looks super warm.
All day, that's
This
what I'm
guy's
dealing with, folks. All day. Just like you know, all day.
That's because she just falls anywhere and just passes out and naps.
We need to come.
It goes from
Don't you
this
wish
to high-pitched squealing at the top of her lungs. So just
Don't
be
you
prepared.
wish that you could go back to the baby days where she like didn't say anything?
I wish I could go back to when she was just 2 or 3 weeks old because all she did was sleep, eat, and shit.
Sleep. Yep.
How I do it. It's like I'm becoming an adult baby.
Holy crap, Wendy.
Go get your
Do you have to
pappy.
shit?
I hear you, Wendy. I hear you.
Dilly
I
dilly.
need to.
She sounds like Basement when he's drunk.
This infomercial is killing me. God, I want to huggle so bad.
Huggle.
I've got a LifeLock commercial here.
If I get a huggle, I'll get a wife, another dog, 7 kids. It's the start of my franchise.
Good lord.
I have
Shipping,
one of
too.
those.
Only $40
Cricket
in the
wireless
US.
commercials.
It's like $900 here in Canada, but whatever.
So basically, it's a Snuggie in a hoodie.
But it's called a huggle.
Yep.
I used to have a Snuggie.
Remember Hoggle
No.
from Labyrinth?
How was a hoggle?
One of the creatures
Yeah,
from
I've
the
seen him.
labyrinth.
No, man.
Yeah,
He betrayed her. He also killed fairies and collected them.
So Basement finally got me to watch Jurassic Park the other day.
That's great, wasn't it?
It was pretty good. I'm not gonna lie, it was pretty good.
I told you it was a good movie.
They're in the T-Rex particle.
No, but the best part about it was Basement's commentary through the movie. That was the best fucking.
It's like I said, the very first Jurassic Park was good. The second one wasn't terrible, but it did not need to be made.
Yeah. It was like an acceptable sequel to the
So,
point
like,
where it was worse than the first one.
Right.
My reaction to the end of the movie was basically what leads into the sequel, I guess, because I was like,
Well,
okay, so they're just leaving them. Why are they not going to migrate? Like, what?
Especially
you'd
with
almost say
flying
like the second
dinosaurs.
movie actually kind of takes a hiatus from the first one a little bit. It like alludes to it, but it's not like 100% based on what happens in the first one.
Right. It's basically the sequel could have been its own standalone movie.
Oh man, we gotta watch it.
Oh God,
The
no!
sequel?
Yes.
Lost World was pretty good.
Is it on Netflix? I'll watch it with you guys.
Yeah, we're gonna watch it, man. I'm gonna watch shit out of it.
World was
I
pretty
don't know
good.
how
Me.
Netflix
was
because like
shit.
part 1 wasn't. We took forever for us
We
to
had
find
take-
part 1.
We had to take educational classes to find that one.
Educational classes again.
God, it's dark.
So I was at Bella's concert last night, right? And no bullshit, this woman had her hair up in a bun, and for some odd reason, okay, you know those things that you can buy that like makes the perfect bun?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
Of
so
course.
she had a white one of those, and it was on the outside of her hair, and she had like a red chocolate kiss in the middle, so it literally looked like she was wearing a tit in her hair.
Hmm.
Because I told Austin, I'm like, I told Austin, I seen it right away, and I was nudging Austin, and he's like, what? And I'm like, does that woman have a boob in her hair? It's like, you're at a kid's concert. What the hell are you thinking? Oh, God.
See, that's why if she gets into any programs like that, I will not be able to actually go, and unless I'm focusing on videoing her. Because if something like
Right?
that, if I see something like that in the crowd, I will be the one to turn around and go, "Oh, booby!"
Yeah.
Speaking of boobies, did you know that Brandy Rhodes has the flu tonight?
Yes.
If I wish I could look like that with the flu. Jesus.
You realize it's about 10 pounds of makeup, right?
Yeah, but I mean,
pounds of
she's
silicone bad boys.
like, she's a pretty girl regardless, even when she doesn't have her makeup on.
Yeah, but I'm saying what's making her look good tonight because of her having
Oh, yeah,
is the 10
pounds
pounds
of
of makeup.
She had to rub the back of Kane.
Good God. Long sat on that rope, and I thought it was going to break. She has perfect boobs. I hate you so much right now.
They're artificially inseminated.
Oh my God, they maybe are. I don't know if they're artificial though, because the left one is
they're
the left.
We
one
had
is a
this
bit
debate, and it was solved that
but
they are
look
fake.
at it. The left one is actually a bit smaller than the right one.
They're still fake, though.
Yeah, I
Regardless
think I
of
heard
which
somewhere they're fake.
Came to this conclusion.
If they were real, because if they were real at that size, they'd be bouncing around quite a bit.
True.
Yeah, I was on the favor of real, and then I was proved not true. Kind of killed me inside.
Okay, wait. Who is this that she's fighting?
Some random jobber.
So yeah, roll her out. Fuck it. Cut her hair off first into this disgusting belt that you've got going on here.
Do you honestly? I mean, the size of that woman's tushy is the size of your body.
I'm pretty sure she's carrying around like a circumcision knife.
No, it's a pocket knife.
But it has like a weird curve.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, they make pocket knives that look like that. Basement. Okay, that was really bad.
You could have a circumcision pocket knife, for fuck's sakes. Come on, guys.
She landed on her knees. How did that hurt? Get out of here. Get the fuck out of here.
Oh, God. Here's like, I'm going to try to make my face work for this one. Let me know your emotions, because I have none.
Why did all this hair? Ew.
Something about Jungle Boy's fucking button chops or whatever the fuck you want to call them.
Mutton chops? What the fuck?
Mutton chops. The fucking it's fucking face hair.
I don't know. I'm still on Awesome Kong trying to eat this hair.
I don't know what to say.
Oh, his sideburns.
Sideburns are like intense.
Let's just be careful where you buy them from.
What are your thoughts on Bell's palsy?
Hair
Oh.
or the barbecue sauce.
King is Kane.
Oh, God. You guys are terrible. Okay, not me.
Well, isn't that what Piper Niven has right now? She has Bell's palsy.
Yep,
But her face is going up.
I hope she'll be okay.
Yeah, I don't think it's like life threatening. You just like
It's not. It's
lose
just
like your nerves in your like face kind of just die slowly.
it becomes an inconvenience. It's really an
Yeah.
inconvenience more than life threatening.
She's got the permanent people's eyebrow.
Oh, jeez.
That's not that bad. JR's
Oh,
like an extreme case of Bell's palsy,
Yeah.
I think.
They just had to bring up his dad, didn't they?
Of course.
Fuckers.
What? Who's
Trying to
dead?
pull on my
I didn't
emotions.
even hear it.
JR asked him what he thinks his dad would be thinking if his dad was here.
He'd be proud as fuck.
So
couldn't-
sad.
At least I would be.
I couldn't really hear that whole thing because of Wendy and JP figuring out that cashews gave him food poisoning. He thinks.
Wait, cashews gave him food poisoning?
Yeah, gotta watch out for nuts, man.
Huh.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, cashews do have a certain other oil in them, so that makes sense.
Maybe
The nut just made JP sick.
So it's pretty much just going to be me taking over the show now.
Unless the palsy hits.
Nah, let's face it.
Have to
AEW
say-
made him sick.
I have to say that, like, Chris Jericho's, like, Fozzy is probably one of my favorite.
And here we go again.
I don't know. I'm still on Chris Jericho in the ring.
Full commercial while he's talking.
I don't know what the fuck is happening. I've got full
Yeah.
commercial.
Guys, I'm back. I had to take a long shit.
Was the shit actually long, or was the time?
I'm
it
not
took
gonna go
long?
into any kind of details, but it was bad.
Was it a big
What the
snake?
fuck?
An
Sammy
anaconda from
Guevara
the
just-
bumhole?
Okay, so he just walked out of what I assume was supposed to be a phone carrying a big ass boom box
Oh,
Well,
wait
I've
for
got a
it.
commercial.
with cue
I've got a
cards.
Grinch commercial.
I've got the Of glove, which is a glove for the oven.
I've seen
Another
that.
thing I want to buy.
Why is he carrying cue cards? Big ass cue cards.
Oh, just wait for it. It's going to go to a commercial, picture in picture, and Chris Jericho's going to start talking.
Ugh.
Yeah,
I don't even
he's
get to see that
talking
part.
right now. Like, what the fuck? I don't know what he's
I
saying.
want the Of glove.
And now I'm on a giant commercial with the Grinch. What the fuck?
If it's gonna be like this, just don't have picture in picture. Just show the damn commercial.
Or how
Yeah,
about
but this can
this?
be talking.
Don't
Never
do
do
the
picture in
fucking
picture.
commercials when somebody's coming out to do a fucking promo.
I know.
I mean, well, here's the thing. You've got Britt Baker wrestling at some point in time.
Mhm.
There's all of your commercial spots. God, we should
I do
have
really
to
watch
say her-
Jurassic Park 2.
I do have to say her match with Chris Statlander last night, or not Chris Statlander. Who the hell did she face last night?
That's
Ronnie.
okay for Statlander, because that was not.
She faced the Ice Age a
That's
while ago.
supposed to be tonight. Ronnie, who did she face last night? Britt Baker.
I'm sorry. What did you say, Gina? It broke up.
That's okay. Who did Britt Baker face last night?
It was somebody named Machka or Machia.
Yeah,
She was she was a new signee.
yeah, but Britt Baker looked pretty good in that match. But then again, it was also the girl
somebody
was
who could wrestle and
obviously
carry the
pretty
match.
new.
I know a lie when I hear one. Is Britt Baker finishing that night? Please, God, no.
Probably. No, I think it might be SCU.
Yeah,
This
Young Bucks
is-
versus SCU.
Hold on a second. What?
What?
This I don't like. Like, why are they having their world
It's
championship
non-title.
title being
It's
defended?
non-title.
It's not.
Oh, it's,
title.
Yeah.
okay. That makes more sense. Then I'm okay with it. What? You clean your dreadlocks. Stop it.
Who in the hell are you talking about?
That's his
He's
sister?
gonna do it.
Yeah.
Oh my god, she looked different.
The Jungle Girl.
He has his mom's hair, like through and through. He looks just like his dad in the face, but he has his mom's hair.
Oh yeah.
He's got his dad's penis. He
Yeah.
keeps it on display in his home.
That's super disturbing.
The Egyptians did it.
Okay, whatever.
He's so tiny.
Yeah. I had a feeling.
Don't go after him, Jungle Boy. Let him wear himself out. God damn, what are you doing?
Marco's stunt looks like somebody cloned Jungle Boy halfway.
No, Marco Stunt looks nothing like Jungle Boy.
We watch
Like,
you, but
it
smaller
is
for some reason.
an attractive young
They
man.
cloned him and stuck him in the fire.
Maybe if they made the retarded version.
Marco Stunt reminds
Just
me of
something
Pauly
happened.
Shore.
Oh my god. He's Pauly Shore's kid, basically. I like Marco though. I mean, you got to give it to the kid. He has a fight attitude.
He's not a
dude.
kid.
Like,
He's a
he
grown
doesn't-
man, for fuck's sakes.
Well, he
I
did put out on
gotta-
Twitter.
I
He does
figured it
shop in
out.
the boys department.
I
I'm
figured
sure
it out.
for more than just clothing.
Believe it or not, Jungle Boy is actually the baby of that team. Like Marco Stunt is 23 and Jungle Boy is only 22, I think.
The fuck?
1 year difference? No way.
No, but I
Yeah, but-
figured it out.
Looking at him, would you guess that Jungle or Marco Stunt was older than Jungle
Marco
Boy?
Stunt's a fucking freak, okay?
No, but I figured it out. Pauly Shore and Warwick Davis got together and had a kid. Named it Marco Stunt.
Yeah.
You know, he was actually saying they had a one of those, I can't remember what it's called, but it's like the catering, where wrestling catering or something like that. Wrestling and
Wrestling order and room service.
thank you. There you go. But they had one of them guys, and Marco Stunt was actually saying his dad is like 6'3", but his mom's only like 4'8", so he's 5 foot.
But how do they kiss?
I'm
climbs
assuming
up
she
like a-
picks her up.
He climbs up on like a tree.
Kind of weird. If you had to always pick up like your wife to kiss her, it wouldn't be like kind of a second child.
Well, I don't know. The maintenance guy at my apartment building, he's like 6'6".
He picked you up when he has to
and his
kiss you?
wife- No,
Oh.
he's like 6'6" or 6'7", and his wife is only like 5'2", 5'1", 5'2". They look so weird together, but yet they're the perfect couple.
I don't know. It's Jack Hager.
It's the nut chop kid.
Get him, Luchasaurus. Get him. Oh, God.
You
He just gave a wedgie. Wedgie.
Dead.
Full on wedgie. I actually want to see Jake Hager versus Luchasaurus with no interference.
And honestly, he had some semblance of talent when he was in the WWE, but at the same time, he didn't. he
He's
was
just so awkward. He moves around so awkward. Like his body grew outside of his mind.
right.
She's throwing Jake out.
She's also throwing out Marco and Lucha.
Oh, good.
I want to see
But
Aubrey
not
versus
that I don't
Shiva.
want to see them. It's just like if she throws one of them out, then the rest of them need to be thrown out too. Yeah,
Yeah.
she kicked all of them out.
Yeah, he's 22.
22.
Yeah.
It's just a baby.
That was the laziest kick out I've ever seen.
I hate your future. Or are you? Yeah, you're way in the future somehow. How the fuck does this happen?
Well, you guys had to go find a part 2.
No, I am live.
I didn't have to find a part 2. Like, I'm on a live.
She's on semester 3
Yes.
of her educational journey. Jericho. I anticipate like another couple years max out of this dude.
Yeah.
He's also like his body
He
does
is
not.
losing his stuff.
He's got the flexibility of
Wait a
fucking
minute.
twig.
His body's
Okay,
alcohol
so
fueled.
guys, do you want some information that's gonna piss JP off?
What's that?
The impeachment.
Donald Trump has officially been impeached.
It's got to go to the
Wait.
Senate.
Dude,
That's it.
I really give a fuck. I could care less about them. I'm sorry, guys. It seems like just a bunch of people bitching about nothing
It is.
to make themselves feel better.
Nobody wanted this to happen.
Well,
Okay, so basically he has to face trial with the Senate now?
Yes.
Yes.
the way I look at it, man, like the whole thing that went down with Hillary Clinton and Donald Trump has literally, for me at least, killed halfway ruined most entertainment I see.
Mm-hmm.
It's like that's the biggest impact it's had on my life, not in my actual staying alive and like living life, but like the fact that I can't look left or right without seeing some
Something
sort of
about it,
fucking
yeah.
agenda being thrown at me. It just angers the fuck out of me, and this is why I hate. No, I'm not a fan of Donald Trump. I hate the other side way more because it's
Yep.
like, oh, we're not gonna win. Well, we're gonna cry and bitch and ruin everything you like, and that's all I see.
I remember looking through a thread, and somebody actually fucking commented that Canada voted out all of their fucking Republican or Conservative Party. It's like, yeah, now look at where you are. It's because of that. Your
we're
taxes
in
are through the fucking roof.
little Kandahar half the time. Sorry, but we've got like a lot of immigrants that and though I'm like still pro immigration, I feel like you need to kind of
There
like
needs to be a check
there
and
needs to be an
balance to it.
ebb and a flow for immigration. You can't
Yeah.
just open the fucking world and be like, come in, because then what you essentially become is the place those people are running from.
Right.
But yeah, whatever. Fuck it, man. I just hate the fact that I can't look at any TV show or movie and not see like someone's secret agenda poking me in the fucking
Wait.
face.
Okay, so there's a minute 50 left. Oh, it's a 10-minute challenge. I see.
Yep.
I hope he doesn't give up and actually wins. It'd be a good rub for Jungle Boy, who's been like.
I think it's going to end with nobody winning, and he's going to beat the 10-minute challenge.
Well, if he beats it, he
once,
technically
once
wins.
the 10
right?
minutes are up, he wins, technically.
So
Yeah, I think so.
he should win because Jericho. I mean, come on, you guys. Yeah, he's the champion, but losing in 10 minutes or because of a 10-minute timeline is not going to derail him completely.
Right.
And he's got him in the fucking walls of Jericho for a decade, so.
Jesus, it's crazy. Like his sister, her face looks just like her mom. Like she's basically Mom Junior with dreads. And he is Dad Junior.
God, what was that man in the background? Fucking creepy as fuck.
Climb, reach, Jungle Boy. You can do it. Roll under. Roll under.
His accomplishment was not losing in 10 minutes.
You can do it. You can do it. Crowd loves it though.
I like it. I think it's like, well, I think it's the best decision to make because the guy came in like a loser as fuck, and you're trying to give him that underdog feel.
Yeah.
Or
Well, it's done. Un momento. I got 9 seconds left.
But how is this possible? I mean, it's over.
Why?
And now Jericho wins, but this should have just ended, and he could have come back in and beat the shit out of him. Why have the rules changed?
And they gave it to him.
And then they gave it to him. Oh, for fuck's sake.
Yeah, this
And
is a
it's
mistake.
done,
They should have just ended it, and Jericho should have went back in and beat the living shit out of him, and that should have been it.
Yeah. Come on, sister. Jump the barricade.
And now what? He wants... Okay, well. Yeah, that works.
Whatever.
It's a huge
That's
rub
an even bigger rub for
Jungle Boy.
Jungle
Yeah.
Girl.
Don't tell me what happened.
We're not. We're just saying it's a big. What happens is a big. Just this match in general is a
Yeah,
big rub.
Ooh, he powered back. Come on. There we go.
Well, you just. She's behind. So you gotta give her-
I don't mind it, but I do feel like they didn't need to go the additional step with it, I guess.
I mean, it doesn't go the full 5 minutes that.
Okay, so he's running away?
Yeah.
He's
Yeah.
running
Frustration.
So he
away.
asked for
Okay.
5 more minutes, realized he couldn't handle it, and left, which is like that, in my
Huge
opinion,
rub.
makes Jericho look worse than losing for the 10-minute thing. They should have just ended it there.
I like it though. Like it's a huge rub for Jungle Boy.
Apparently
It is,
something
but I
was
feel
again.
like
Something was being
could've
said,
cut
but
this-
I'm picture in picture, so I have no fucking clue what's going on.
oh god, not this lanky guy, the lanky guy.
Fucking Gumby.
They could. Okay, so I feel like they should have just ended it before asking for another 5 minutes because that would have still been a pretty big rub. But here we go. And who knows?
Crowd's going nuts though. Jungle Boy.
He needed it though, man, because like they're building up them to be a very strong face team, and he's a complete loser right now. So Jericho definitely did not need to win this match.
No, he didn't.
No, but it'll give them something for the January 1st show too.
Mhm.
Yeah. Keep in mind, like those 4 pay-per-views are going to hinder this promotion, in my mind.
What is going on?
Jericho's just running around losing his fucking
He's just
mind.
angry. Fan service, doing the heel heat, turning over a desk, and then running away.
No, but apparently
Well,
he was
all I seen
talking
was
to.
like his sister going, "Why?"
Like, apparently
so-
he was
so what
talking
I'm
because
guessing-
Justin Roberts was up on the ramp.
What I'm guessing
Siobhan,
is,
okay.
oh, he's taunting.
He's just frustrated the fact that he.
What I'm guessing is they announced that Jungle Boy won the match, and it pissed just Chris Jericho off, so he came back out, and now he's on
Probably,
Rampage.
yeah. I mean, it's just to build his heel heat for the most part. I'm
like
not against
that
the
he's,
whole
like,
thing.
taunting.
I just feel like it should have ended at the 10-minute mark, and he should have beat him up instead of this. Because, like, this is the thing that I will harp on with WWE for champions. I hate when they're like, they have to all turn into like spoiled brats.
I like that he was like taunting Jungle Boy's mom and sister though, because that kind of adds to a potential future storyline.
I don't know if I want to see. I guess we have 4
The
pay-per-views.
match wasn't bad, Basement. I mean, it
No, it was, but like, I don't want to see more Jungle Boy versus Jericho. To be honest,
fine. I like Jungle Boy.
I do too. I just feel like there's better people on the roster to challenge champion. In terms of like believability.
I wouldn't mind seeing like Luchasaurus versus Chris Jericho.
I'd prefer them to have him in like a more legitimate feud moving forward. Someone like Dean Ambrose is the next person he's going to face anyway.
No, he didn't. Did he just call him Skibo?
He's the inner circle. Spent all week in the inner sanctum. In the inner side of my colon. Oh, are they in Mexico? Yeah, it looks like they might be. Fucking Jericho.
Fucking pandering to John Moxley now.
No, he said this multiple times. And then you talked it over with your amazing mother, who I met. Why add that every time?
Mansion means big house.
The Young Bucks are winning the tag titles.
Jericho's a fucking clown, man. Moxie's mom, who I met. Hey, is this girl a thing? I mean, is she new or is she there forever?
I think she's been there.
Alright, well, okay.
Merry Christmas, Ma. What the fuck?
Yeah, she's
With
been
that
there. It's just
grin
that
on his face.
that girl's been there. They just so rarely go to backstage segments that we keep forgetting she's a thing.
I didn't know she existed at those moments.
Oh my god.
Gina, what did you think of the Do Ya segment with Sonny Kiss this week on Elite?
Oh my god. That was funny.
That was hilarious.
I love Christmas. Do ya?
It's the Earth.
He had that big inflatable Santa behind me.
What happened to
Saturday, February 29th. What the fuck?
What
Is it a
happened
leap
to
year or some shit?
Alicia Tout? Like I thought she signed with AEW.
No, she's.
Oh, okay. Because I haven't seen her at all. That's why I thought maybe something fell through or something.
And I know Diamond Dallas Page's daughter is working with them.
Okay.
God, guys, it's a leap year.
Yeah, it is.
Yep.
Yeah.
You know, every major holiday in the United States this year falls on a Friday or Saturday.
Yep.
It's going to be a good year. I feel like it's going to be the best year ever. I'm going to win millions of dollars. I'm going to have sex.
And then you're going to send all of us some of those, right?
What, sperms?
Not sperms, basement. We don't want your sperms.
I will give you 3 sperms for Christmas.
Yeah. Okay, fine. Aside from New Year's Day, I know like
the most
I
important
know
of the days, but whatever.
July 4th, Halloween, Christmas Eve, like all of them are on Friday or Saturday.
Gina, Christmas Eve is on Tuesday.
Bobby, keep with the program.
This
Just talking
year.
about next year.
Not this year. Next year, Bobbit.
2020, Bobbit.
Oh, sorry. Oh,
Like I said, keep with the program.
I mean, that's a
Again,
solid mohawk in the audience.
apparently they were saying something though, because
Fucking Nick staring into the camera while doing that thing is killing me right now.
British Bulldog, I must flex.
Just keeps on pulling it while staring into the camera. It's staring into my soul. Quit it.
Oh, I'm so ready for this match.
When did he go to sleep on the floor again?
No, she went to sleep in JP's lap.
Oh, okay.
She crawled up into the chair with him, got comfortable, and then just passed out.
It's not at all.
It's Chris Statlander. She who came around 2 weeks ago, and she hasn't stopped wrestling since.
This is keeping
She's
Riho off TV for a little bit.
also an alien, for some reason.
No, what's funny is they showed her entrance starting and then went to full commercial, so it's like, okay.
Oh, I've got everything going on my end. You're missing greatness, is all I'm going to say. Oh. Riho's in somewhere. Where the fuck is she?
Well, she's an alien, so she's trying to figure out if that's somebody she wants to mate with.
She looks nothing like an alien, but who knows? Maybe we're all aliens.
What?
You'll see.
Where am I and where are you guys?
Britt Baker has only just started her entrance.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay, what is going on here? Marking her territory.
Like I said, she's trying to figure out if she wants to mate with him to forego her species.
She's UTI Drake.
She's
Oh, fucking Christ, man. DINO. She's 7-3. God knows how. She doesn't even know how her body works.
Okay, so she didn't actually pee on him. Okay.
No.
Thank God, because I was like, what the fuck?
We came for a doctor's note, Britt.
Yep.
Are you ready, Britt?
Wide. Open.
It's an alien versus dinosaur. You never thought you'd see this, but now it's all going to be answered.
Basement, she's telling you to open wide.
I'm telling her to shut the fuck up.
He's going through the
Okay, do cartwheels around the ring like a fucking circus animal. What the fuck is happening here? Yes,
the
this is what you
vortex
deserve.
sucking her in.
Oh, the vortex. She named a move that literally does not hurt her opponent. This is called the standing still.
No, just wait for it. It's called the boop.
Oh, just kill me.
Match with
my
people
God,
that cannot wrestle.
Just kill me.
And the sad part is this is a number one contenders match.
That's the way Statlanders. Okay, so this is like the era of wrestling where this is like my breaking point.
I'm at wee.
This is the way her fucking species communicates.
species, yes, species.
What the fuck?
And for those of you that are watching along with us, yes, she did indeed boop her nose.
Boop.
Yeah, it's not good. It's not good. It's definitely not good.
Man,
They're
Alien versus
learning.
Dynamite.
I
That
fucking
joke's
don't.
10
already
out
been
of
made.
10 IGN.
Britt Baker's the fucking weirdest arms in the world.
Her entire body is long and lanky, and it's just like, no.
And apparently Adam Cole likes him like that. Long and lanky. And
She gives him a
dinosaur.
reach around.
Okay.
Oh, God. I hate this commercial.
She's an even better dinosaur.
The fuck was that? I don't understand because both of these women looked much better on Dark last night.
That's the thing, they were fighting people that actually knew how to wrestle.
So
Yep.
I got a Britt Baker match, and the first commercial is for Bowflex. I'm seeing the signs. Gizmo, the time has come.
I knew that serial killer documentary I was watching was about you, Basement. You leave Gizmo out of this.
I don't know why you're watching documentaries called Fuck the Cats.
Dude, you don't even understand how good it is.
It's called Fuck the Cats?
Don't fuck with
No,
cats.
no. It says it's called Don't Fuck with Cats, and then it's like it's Don't Fuck
There's a
with
joke
Cats.
there, and I'm
A
just not
story
thinking.
about it, like it's them hunting down like people who hurt animals online and then turn into serial killers. It's really fucking good.
Well, cats are kind of assholes, so I can see somebody.
Yeah, but like this guy, okay, he starts out with cats and then he graduates from that to like he kills a person and a dog, and then he just starts killing like a shit ton of people.
But he went from cats to people to dogs?
No, he killed a person and a dog at the same time in the same murder.
That I will not stand for.
He killed the dog. Okay, so like he killed the person because he wanted to know what it was like to kill a person, but he killed the dog because there was these people online that were trying to find him and find out who he was. So it was like kind of a slap in the face to them. You gotta watch it. Just
kill a dog. You know what? I'm probably not going to watch this, but
you need to watch it.
Probably
It's
good.
good.
It's probably good. It's probably good.
Everyone just got super fucking quiet.
We're trying to figure out why this match is going for so long.
This is good, man.
Smoke weed every day.
I almost feel like if you put Britt Baker on her back, she wouldn't know how to flip over. Can't stand her. I hope so.
She should be.
Hey, buddy. Buddy. It's a good boy.
Britt Baker's so shit, man. I'm sorry. Like, this woman cannot wrestle.
I think we've established that numerous times, Basement.
And also, this referee went to count and then checked the shoulder. It's just like, dude.
Yeah, this is not a great match, is all I'm gonna say.
Oh dear lord.
JP's just mad because she didn't choose to pee on him.
Wait, what now?
Never mind, Bobbit.
It always comes back in the weirdest times.
All I heard was she didn't pee on him, so he's mad.
If you had seen the very beginning of this, Chris Statlander kind of mimicked peeing on the referee.
Oh.
Yeah, she was mating with him.
Oh my gosh.
I don't know.
Well, they said,
I
what the,
fucked her.
JP says, what the hell, she's peeing on him, and I thought she was actually peeing on him.
I want to see this now. Oh God, yes.
By the way, if you want to join me and join the Dark Order, they're
thank
still
you.
taking people.
No, thank you. I would rather not join the cult. Thank you.
I'll join.
I joined them, and I'm fine, I think.
I'll join with you. Hopefully, there's a lot of butt sex.
I have a feeling there's going to be a lot of butt sex that you don't want.
How do you know I don't want it?
Does he ever not want it?
Let's check. That was actually really good. I got Christmas nerds. Best shit ever.
Aren't they all kind of Christmas?
No, you can't have nerds, doggy.
You need to find a new. The thing is, you already found a new fucking profession. Go towards what you studied for, please,
Go
God.
towards the light. It's white teeth.
Oh.
Thank fucking God
Sponsored
it's
by
over.
Crest.
It is not over for me.
Not
I
over
am
yet,
still suffering.
but thank Lord.
Ooh, waifu!
What?
Bobbitt's watching something completely different. I think.
No, they showed.
No,
Rico
she's in the
audience.
crowd.
They show Rico.
Well, that was a long time ago. Yeah. Rio's like, I don't have emotions.
Hit the mat, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it's like how'd she land? Yeah, that's not too bad. Okay, so her name is Chris Statlander, but she's in like
Rico's like, what the fuck is this?
oh no.
Riho's back there going, this is some white people shit.
Where am I?
And so she went from wearing boots to strappy heels.
Well, I haven't realized any of that.
Boop. Yeah, boop. Bear, stop. You guys hear like rustling? I'm sorry, my dog keeps on batting my mic. Bear, stop.
Gonna have to pile drive him. Canadian Destroyer.
You're such an attention whore. Stop.
Oh, it was a peep toe, not a strappy heel.
Bear, stop. Oh,
Well, it looks like her. I think that could just be the outfit too.
boop, boop,
Yeah.
boop it. Oh, she's not with them. She's not with them.
I don't know how I felt about any of what just happened.
I mean, I love those shoes. Okay, who the fuck is the blonde chick that came out to her rescue?
Sadie
Candice
Gibby.
LeRae.
Okay. You're such an attention whore. Yeah, you are. Stop it. Stop it. There, good puppy. Good puppy.
You can say the tag team wrestling matters, but then I see how you treated those titles on their debut. I don't know, man.
Uh-huh. And that whole fucking thing started with him talking and no words actually coming out of his mouth.
Well, I was just like, what?
Oh my god. I honestly, fucking Ty Dillinger, not hitting home for me.
Not tonight, no.
No, I don't think Sean Spears is ever really like. I actually think like
his match with Cody was okay.
I'm not saying like his matches are bad. I think he can always actually perform in ring decently. It's just like I actually think the Ty Dillinger gimmick was a better gimmick than the gimmick he has now. Because I don't care for Tully Blanchard at all, and him just like he's just lost in the shuffle again. Where at least the Ty Dillinger gimmick had the audience, even though it probably had a short lifespan.
It probably could have had a better lifespan if it was actually used for more than just 10 spot in the Royal Rumble.
Yeah, well, they could have had a good. He could have had a good like IC run with it for a year or so, and then they would have. Yeah, but still, I don't give a fucking flying shit about Sean Spears.
But the chairman, Shaw Spears, gotta remember.
Yeah, he's the chairman.
Because I sit on chairs, and I've got an old man as my best friend.
Come here. Got something in your eyeball. Come on.
Excuse me.
Ugh, I hate like dog gooey shit that they get in their eyes.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, the goops. I will say that AEW needs to upgrade their women's division and fast, man. It's like unwatchable
Oh, yeah.
at this point. It's literally like turn the channel unwatchable in my
Yeah,
mind.
like, and that's the thing. I enjoy AEW, but their women's match is just.
They fall short every time.
It's the worst match of the night all the time, and like true to their nature, they're going to give everybody a bit of time to go. But being a brand new company, they kind of have the unfortunate place to show us what we want to see instead of build to the future, because you might not have one if you're not going to show what people want to see. And this is where I think they've like done a great job with the men's talent of using the old guard to get them off the ground while still trying to build the new crew. Where the women is just fuck, I don't give a shit about
the old guard they have for the women is Awesome Kong and Aja Kong.
Yeah,
They're both women that are close to 50 years old.
I'm gonna kick your butt. Knock it off. Sorry, guys.
I was never a huge fan of Awesome Kong anyway, so I mean she's just like another Big Show type deal for me.
She kind of is, except she hasn't had that many flips between babyface and heel. She's pretty much been heel her entire career.
Unless she based the Bellas.
It's just I don't care for her like character that much, or like I don't know. They just need a much better women's division. Is all I'm gonna say.
They need to get Kelly Klein. Now
Yeah,
that
they
she's
need
been
to
released,
get like I'm gonna say they need to basically get like 5 to 10 fucking women's talents to make this shit legitimate. Because right now, watching that shit night in night out,
Well,
oh god, shoot me.
the thing is, the one person that they have that I know has been utilized, but not effectively, if that makes sense, is Emi Sakura. Like Emi, and then what the hell, Sheeta. What's her name?
is better than Emmy.
They
in my
had
opinion.
Eva Lise wrestle. She can go. Fuck, man. Give me somebody that can actually wrestle. Because watching like those two fucking float
Eva
around
Lise,
the
that's
ring, kill me.
that's the librarian, right?
No.
Yeah,
good
it's legal.
God,
Okay.
no.
Yeah.
Okay, I got him
She's on
confused
Lucha-
because like the librarian, fuck her. Fuck her.
The librarian gimmick for both Leva Bates and Peter
It's
need
such
to
a
go.
bad gimmick.
Well, the
Such
thing
a-
is, like that they're making it now, like on being the elite. They're leading to like a love thing between the librarians.
I hate the gimmick. I hate the people involved. I hate everything about it.
I mean, the biggest thing she
It,
does.
it reminds me of it slowly devolving into the fucking Lana Rusev bullshit territory.
Mm-hmm. Stop, Bear. God, you attention whore. I love you, but goddamn. Stop it.
We got the Young Bucks wrestling SCU. Is this for the titles?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Who do you guys think is going to win?
I actually think that the Young Bucks are going to win this one.
It's possible, but I also don't know.
I mean, I would like SCU to keep it, at least until the new year, but I see the Young Bucks getting it. Storyline's leading right there anyway.
Which is a failure, in my opinion.
I just feel like they should have done 6 pay-per-views, not 4. And we could have already been in the middle of I don't think the titles should really be defended that often on regular television, and they've kind of rectified that with the women's title not being there. But the tag team title, for a promotion that's so heavily laden with great tag team talent, to get off to such a rocky tag team title start is not like I don't understand how they fucked that up.
Here's the thing. With the Young Bucks, they need to get back on par with, and I understand like injuries and stuff, it's hard to do. And plus, on top of that, they're aging. But they need to get back on par with the Young Bucks from New Japan. Because I'm not going to lie, the only Young Bucks matches that I have been entertained by since they've come to AEW are the ones with stipulations where it's like a tables match or a Texas street fight. You know, those are the only ones that really entertain me. Otherwise, they're just super spotty.
That's Young Bucks
Well, I mean,
in
the Young
general.
Bucks have always been pretty super spotty, right?
Well, yeah, but I mean, at least in New Japan, they did a really good job of kind of blending it. But like you said the other night that I can't remember what we were on, but I think it was This Week in Wrestling. You had said too that like they were mixed with strong style over there, so it made the spots a little bit less noticeable. But
Yeah, she just worked there for like a night, basically. Well, I don't know why they wouldn't go after her, man. She can at least fucking wrestle. There's so many, like, I don't understand, like, when they put out their feelers for talents, and especially this is what kills me. This brand promotes like women and LGBTQ and everything, yet it doesn't actually do that. It used it as a selling point up until this point, in my honest opinion.
I agree.
They've been used as a selling point more than they've been used as an actual inclusion, because the women's division sucks. The only person that's transgender loses all the time, and the other
And
one
she's actually
that's like
suspended until
super
next
gay, I
year.
never want to see anyway.
the best thing with Sunny Kiss that I've seen was that battle royale where like she was shaking her ass in front of Billy Gunn, and Billy Gunn was getting all excited about it.
But
I'm like,
so glad
he does
eliminated
realize
her
that's a
immediately.
dude, right?
Oh, he realized it, but he was actually going to sit there and have a twerk off with her.
Yeah, it was so funny.
Stuff like that, I don't mind. Like in like a vacuum, I don't mind like the silliness that AEW
Well,
does.
and Billy
when they
Gunn's
do it,
always
like, at
kind of come
times.
with this. Yeah, Billy Gunn's always
Yeah.
kind of come with the silliness too. So
He's always been a silly character, regardless. I don't
Yeah.
mind like some of the silliness, but when like then this is where like I worry with AEW when the show becomes a bit too silly, and this show's had a couple like silly moments that they're
A little
right.
over
They
the top.
better not have any more. Is all I'm gonna say.
Nakazawa with the baby oil in his short.
and we couldn't figure out if it was baby oil or his penis.
Yep.
Oh, tag. Yeah. Scorpio Sky is a good-looking man.
Now he's on the outside, dead. The Young Bucks. The thing is, like, what I find with the Young Bucks is like
Oh,
these
yes, you
guys
weren't
are
waiting for that at
perfect.
all.
In my honest opinion, they're perfect for WWE because they have 10 moves of doom, and they go from those moves to those moves to those moves. They can do more than that, but the more exposure they get, to me, the more perfect they look for WWE.
Right.
Yeah, but they've been in WWE and they hated it there.
Well, when I say like, I'm just saying their wrestling style
Yeah.
works really well for WWE because they're kind of already in that groove of going like I mean you said it earlier, like they go from spot to spot to spot.
Mhm.
It gets hidden a lot more in New Japan because they were one of 3 teams or 4 teams or however many teams involved in a match. I do like them, but they're also like I treat them like I would treat the Hardys for me.
Mhm.
I like them, but I like them a bit more when they're offset by a team that wrestles completely different than them.
Yep.
And the AEW has unfortunately
He
got a lot of
landed
talent that
hard
loves to
on his back.
flip around. Get up, and flip around.
I have no idea how Matt Jackson is actually able to flip around as much as he does with his back being hurt, like his lower back.
It's called drugs.
No, he legitimately like hurt the hell out of his back. The last match that he wrestled, or no, it was the second to the last match he wrestled in New Japan. It was a legitimate injury, and it's been plaguing him ever since.
He is like a millionaire, so he probably gets like a lot of good rehab and stretching and shit like that. That helps him out. But you can't stop doing what makes you that money.
But that's my point exactly. Like, I don't understand how it's not viable for him to keep on doing. Like, he's going to have to change up his wrestling style, like Matt did.
No, I don't think the thing is he doesn't have like neither of them have like the body type to be a different type of wrestler that they are.
Oh, that could have been bad. When it jumped up on that top rope and he almost lost his balance, that really could have been bad.
Do you ever think like sometimes the wrestlers make it look like they're losing their balance? Oh shit!
Maybe. I don't know, but
I feel like Ricochet does this sometimes.
Well, he had Scorpio Sky, like he had his hand too. So if he would have went down, then Scorpio Sky would have went down too.
Ricochet
Well,
does
I don't know if they
sometimes,
did it, but I feel like Ricochet does it.
Ricochet, sometimes he does it, but sometimes you can tell he actually does get a little unsteady if he goes too quick.
It is true, yeah. Sometimes I can see like them kind of like playing to the audience with it.
Yeah.
Those are the times where they're completely straight-faced, but yet you see they look like they're losing their balance, but there are times where Ricochet will get up there and he'll lose his balance, and you'll see that real quick pace.
And then all of a sudden he's executed like a 2080 off the fucking top. So I'm gonna fucking fly through time and space. So far, I will say this night has been a lot more in terms of the last couple nights. Kind of like AEW hitting its marks and getting through it. Type deal.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I've enjoyed it.
Yeah, no, like I've enjoyed all of them. I'm gonna say it's in that 7 mark, 6.5, 7 mark. It's better than Raw and SmackDown for damn sure.
There hasn't been any super big botches, and that's what I like. Like they're finally starting to kind of reel that in.
My thing is too, like with the 4 pay-per-views, I think they're gonna like they've been teasing things, but I wonder when you have like an audience that's going to be like, you've teased, but now you're teasing more. With the 4 pay-per-view things, you're gonna have to deliver something on regular television at some point.
Eventually, yes.
Because if we have to see another AEW where it's teasing Hangman Page turning or doing something else, it's like, hey, you kind of blew that load last time.
And eventually, you can only tease so much before people start just getting sick of the storyline.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
You can tease to a point where somebody's like, yeah, you know what? I don't give a fuck anymore. I don't care what the fuck you're selling. You've tried, but now I don't give a shit.
Not Paige Betty.
That spot made no sense whatsoever. But okay.
Oh God. Face planted.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not a fan of that one either.
I mean, I get him doing the kick
I'm not a
up.
fan of a spot that no one hurts anybody.
Right. I understand him doing the kip up to get up to their level. I don't understand them doing the backflip.
Yeah, because it also makes legitimately no sense. What are they backflipping onto the ground together? I mean, this like when there's this happens a lot in every fucking wrestling promotion. But when somebody does something that legitimately makes no sense, like how many people jumped into an RKO when whatever they were trying to do is not in their moveset, whatever they were trying to do doesn't make any sense. That's the type of shit I hate, and I hated it.
Are you guys talking about the move with Frankie Kazarian in the middle of the ring?
They
Okay,
kept up
well-
and they just both backflip or whatever at the same
Yeah,
time.
but they backflipped because they were going to do it. It's one of their moves, and then when they got up to do their move, Frankie Kazarian clotheslined them. They weren't just backflipping for no reason. It's part of their move.
Is the move a backflip?
Okay, basically they do a backflip and then they go for like a double drop kick.
What? That's fucking impossible.
They do it all the time. It's their It's their move.
See, that I liked right there. Into that,
Yeah.
I could get behind. Because that made 100% sense. And Gina, it might make sense. I might just be ignorant of their moveset.
My biggest gripe is the same as everybody's favorite here, well, mine and Gina's indefinitely, is the same gripe as Mr. Klondike Bill's. Just standing there while watching the guy run across the ring and then run right into you over the top rope.
Yeah.
Or a moonsault.
That's the thing is that's happens in wrestling all the fucking time. I think those are the things that at this point in time of how much wrestling has been on there, that's what you should nitpick on if you're like a Vince McMahon or Triple H and be like, man, we're trying to sell something that's fake but as real. You can't just stand there and be like,
And stare at
oh.
the person.
Yeah.
And wait for it to happen.
I would just like to say also, if you're not following Klondike Bill, you need to fucking follow that man on Twitter because he is amazing.
Yes, he
I love
is.
that guy.
I think when he lost his Twitter, I seen Heather said about following him, and I started. So I do see his on a pretty regular
That
time on my
was
timeline.
unnecessary.
See, I like Klondike Bill because he points out
Everything for everybody.
positives. He points out the positives just as much as he does the negatives. But when he sees something negative, it doesn't matter what promotion it's in. He calls it out. Whether it's not one over the other.
He's the same energy for everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he was shitting all over Impact with Tessa Blanchard and Sammy Callahan.
He's another one that really does not like Joey Ryan either.
Joey Ryan, yeah, and that was
I am not a fan in any way, shape, or form of Joey Ryan.
No.
I liked him in Lucha Underground, but after the dick flip shit, I was just like, it's okay in a minute, but it's your career.
Well, you know, the thing is,
Sorry.
I wouldn't even mind the dick flip stuff as much if it was combined with wrestling.
Yeah.
You know, but a lot of it, it's not. He stopped combining it with any form of wrestling whatsoever.
Joey Ryan can eat my fucking ass. I'm not, I don't know, man. The guy is he turns me off.
And now they're in the middle of the ring shaking hands, not even noticing the minions circling the ring.
I was going to say, Bobbitt's clan's out there.
I'm so far behind.
I'm just a Kazarian and...
How do you know that I'm
they
not
allowed
out
the guy
there?
in. It's the White Knights.
I like that the Young Bucks did not win.
Oh my God, Gina, you're gonna blow your loads to this.
Well,
one.
no, I like that the Young Bucks didn't win because it adds to the storyline that they're doing on being the elite as far as them trying to prove that they were the best tag team in the world. So they're going to be able to continue that storyline. But then also it makes sense as far as AEW for them to not be champions. They should be chasing.
I can't handle the fact that one of them looks like he's part of the Viking Raiders.
I know.
The downside with that is, and it's the same with Kenny, these guys were champions in these other divisions, and now that they've been over here, they haven't won shit. Match after match, but they haven't won any titles.
Which, being that they are very publicly the heads and the owners of this company, they shouldn't. Not for a while.
I agree with that.
Hold on. Wait, what is one person going to do against 20?
Right.
Okay.
Random as fuck.
All of the creepers. Okay, so it's the initiation of the tag team dudes?
No idea.
Because they're the only ones, I mean, aside from Christopher Daniels, who just ran out, but they're the only ones that don't have masks on. Alex Reynolds and John Silver. The fuck is Kenny wearing?
His wrestling pants with a tank top.
I am a real American. That's just what his tank top reminds me of. Hulk Hogan. Except it's like a child wearing Hulk Hogan shirt. All right.
I bet, yeah.
Okay, so like this makes no sense for Cody's storyline though, because he was like the lone wolf. Like, where was his brother? Where were his friends? Blah blah blah. But I think this is where we're gonna see who. Is this where they're gonna be unmasked? Who joined them? I don't see Hangman. Thank you for repeating what I just said, Excalibur.
Mm-hmm.
He's a bad man.
What? Nah. So what? They're part of BYU? I mean, what the hell?
I don't know.
Oh, for fuck's sakes. It's a freaking. No. No. Well, this show ended with Dark
A
Order
clusterfuck.
getting a fucking tag team.
Yeah.
I really have no clue what the fuck that ending was, especially with Evil
Dark-
Uno.
Dark
His
Order
hand
needs to
into
move away
fucking-
from Evil Uno. It's been now they're like killing themselves because
Okay, so apparently they are one.
but like who? Okay, Evil Uno is just I cannot believe him as the leader at all. And they keep recruiting people to what ends? They're just fucking. Do you want to lose with us?
Between you want to lose with us and then you want to lose your identity by having to wear a mask?
Right?
Right, but the thing
and
is,
have-
they're showing who's being recruited, and all they're doing is putting the mask on, so you know who they are.
Yeah.
In a month, we're going to forget
It'd
who
be a
they
little
are,
bit
though.
different if you just had to come out with the mask and not know who they are till they took it all.
The only thing that I see that going towards as far as storyline wise is the fact that Hangman did not come out to the rescue.
Well, I will say that like
Still looking for
AEW
Nakazawa.
is doing the long build, but I don't think the long build is going to actually work today's day and age where people want like instant fixes.
Right.
You need to at least give us some instant fixes if you want to build something long term. Because like, everything being built over the long run is just like, okay, I see tonight. Unfortunately, I'm going to classify as a filler episode of AEW. It's an episode you could skip, but there are things in there that you could watch that do help.
There's always little golden eggs in every episode. Like there's certain things that if you know the whole story of everything that's going on between AEW, being the elite, blah blah blah. There's like these little golden eggs of hints, but if you don't know what's going on one of those shows, then you're going to be lost. And don't watch AEW. I'm not going to.
What it is unless we fill you in, you're piecing together why matches are happening or why this is occurring, and that's pretty much Gina's thing.
Yeah, it's just you'll still be able to get the hint of like what's going on. It's just knowing, like watching Being the Elite, you know immediately what's going on.
Like the guys that put the mask on this week on Being the Elite, they showed them taking the little slip of paper to join.
Yeah, and actually, they showed last week after they lost their match. They said, "What the hell, we lost again? Like, what the hell, we lost again? I'm sick of losing." And then the other guy like slams the Dark Order sheet in the other guy's chest, so you kind of knew it was coming.
So this is the thing. I feel like they've put a huge amount of effort into the Dark Order in terms of building them as a stable, but like I have zero interest in anybody that's in that stable.
Yep.
And I think that's like the crux of the problem. And maybe they're holding it off, but I would love them to have like started the stable with at least like a ringleader. Or at least alluded to a ringleader that doesn't exist yet, so that we know somebody is about to come out there. Because Evil Uno can lick my fucking taint. He just looks like a fat guy in a fucking luchador mask. Like, what the fuck?
Honestly,
he's not even good in ring. Like, for Christ's sake.
Honestly, the ones they have doing the commercials for Join the Dark Order should be the one that is like the overall mastermind behind it all.
I would be okay with that, even if he never wrestled and he was just an actor, a talking fucking stiff. I don't know. I don't know. The Evil Order, like the Dark Order, still they intrigue me, but at the same time, it's like I need something else from them because they've been treading water, doing a bunch of great promos and shit like that. But for what's the end game here? If it's gonna be Evil Uno. This is the same. This reminds me of the fucking Daniel Bryan storyline that went nowhere.
Well, it's that too, and then you're recruiting all these guys, and like we saw. I mean, it's 20 against 4.
Yeah.
So it's just you're going to have all these little minion people coming out to fight 4 people or 3 people or the group of the elite. And the odds are going to be in the favor of Dark Order because there's 20-some people.
Yeah, it's NWO first round again with all the guys who didn't want to get their ass kicked. So they join the NWO. It's getting watered down. It's not working.
It's a good idea, though an idea that we've seen before. I just don't think it's executed with the right people. Because they don't. Neither of them look like they should be the heads of a cult in any way, or like it just like what they're doing on one side doesn't connect to the other side, and they have yet to rectify that.
And they probably won't.
I have a feeling they're going to introduce somebody as the head of the cult because though like he's been the talking point, I think like AEW is socially aware enough to be like, yeah, it's kind of not working this way, so we're going to have to throw someone else in there. And I think they've kind of already alluded to some of it anyway.
Well, the whole thing is social media has been bitching and moaning about their audio issues, and they only mentioned for the 1 week what the problem was, and they still haven't rectified it.
Right.
Well, they probably haven't anticipated us having audio issues every night. So like they were like, we're gonna not talk about it until it becomes a thing. Now we have to talk about it because we're 8 weeks in or whatever. I didn't hear them. I don't think it was as bad tonight as it was in the past. But I also had it muted for some of the time. So.
Right.
I mean, there's a couple things that they really need to work out, and some of them are, if you take a commercial break, don't take a picture-in-picture when someone's talking.
Right.
It makes literally no sense because me listening to a commercial, seeing Jericho talking, is just not intriguing to me.
No, it's not.
And fix your women's division, please God, fix your women's division. It's unwatchable at this point for me. Considering there's like if we just went through like one of the biggest publicized events in wrestling history was the Women's Revolution, and you come up with this? I don't know.
Especially after they did that whole battle royale, and then half those women haven't even been seen since.
Well, half of those women aren't even signed to the company. Big Swole only signed to the company last week.
I will say they have like some of their women, like the women's wrestling division in AEW is very heavily gimmicked. Like you've got fucking Freddie Mercury, you've got an alien, you've got a dentist. Like, can we get some legitimate wrestlers, please God?
Right, and Neil Dashwood, she showed up again on Impact this week, so that's where it looks like she's staying.
I literally could give less of a shit. Like, I think she's more of an Instagram model than an actual wrestler.
At this point in time, I agree with that. Hey, if there's nothing else here, I think we'll end the show there. And we are not streaming NXT tomorrow because just, as much as we enjoy NXT, it's just it's been a week already for.
I was gonna say holidays are coming up.
Exactly. So check us out over on the Horny Goat on Saturday for our This Week in Wrestling show, and I hope everybody enjoyed tonight's show. So have a good night.
Oh God, do I really have to talk about it again?
Yep.
We're gonna
great.
rewatch the whole thing, Gina.
Oh, fuck you, Ronnie. You're fired.
It's always better the
That'd
second
be
time
like the
around.
ultimate torture. I think instead of the U.S. government like using torture